right, here we are, day number 6. Let's see, number 6 is over here. Let's see, it's a stamp. Oh, and a die. So it's some flowers, a thank you, and a die that goes with it. All right, well, let's look for some things and we will get started. All right, so here's the stamp and the die and the thank you stamp. So I'm going to start with a 5x7 card base. I have this piece, which is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, which I'm going to stamp on. And then I have, for the thank you, I have a 2 1/4 by 1, and I'm going to put a tiny border around that of yellow. So it's 2 3/8 by 1 1/8, which is going to sit like this. And then I'm going to stamp and die cut on the top here. I'm going to have, the yellow is 3 by 4. So this is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. So that's also going to be a little border. And then I will also die cut this out. So let me get started with stamping the background. All right, so here's my stamping platform. I'm going to stamp the background, and I'm going to stamp it in turquoise C from Gina K, and then I'm going to go over the whole thing in sea glass so it's not so white. So I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put it in the middle. Move that magnet. So I'm just going to kind of stamp all over the place. And I'm just going to move it each time. Once there. I'll put it over here. If it was a smaller stamp, I would just use a block. But since this is bigger, I don't want to take the chance that I don't get a good stamp someplace. Let's see, I'm going to turn it the other direction and go that way. Maybe I'll stick one right in here. Let's see. Nope, I think that's fine. That's all I need. All right, put this down. This is the one I'm going to die cut. So I'm going to color this one, so this one will be in black. This is just the Algum ink. So I'll set the die cut, and then while I'm at it, I will die cut, stamp the thank you. There we go. That is done. I think that's all the stamping we have to do. Now I will bring in my mat. And I'm going to bring the sea glass in. And my turquoise brush. And I'm just going to go around this just so it's not so white. I think I'm going to edge the edge here in the sea glass just to give it a little bit more definition. All right, that looks good. Now let's die cut this piece. I'm just going to use the mini for this. All right, let's see. That looks good. All right, so what do we have so far? So this is going to be on here. This will be on here. This is going to be on top. This will be here. This will be on the bottom. Like this. I think this white background may need something. I don't know. We'll see after I color it what it looks like. All right, so I picked Y17, R32, and G02 to color this in. So let me grab a piece of scrap. And we'll just color this in. This is E71. There we go. I think I'm going to go over the whole thing. Not too much colors on here. There's not much color on here. Let me grab a light gray. All right, so I have soft stone. I'm just going to go over this really quick just to tone down the white a little bit. Let's see. So that's going to look like that. I think this needs something in the back. You know what? I think I like that better. Let's see. I may have to recut this. Let's see. That's a definite. And that's good. The teal here needs something. I'm going to edge it first. Let me bring my mat back in. Now let's see what that looks like. That looks a lot better. I almost want to say that needs to be embossed or something. I need to grab an embossing folder. So I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. I'm going to edge it. And go over it. Let's see. So I think I'm going to take the front of this card. I know I smeared it, so I'm going to put some green on here if I cannot destroy it. All right, now let's see what we have. Have this on here. This will be on here. This will be here. And this will be here. I'm going to use sea glass. Just lightly go in the corners and see what that's like. That might be enough. Oh yeah, that makes a difference. And this will be up on foam. All right. That's what we'll do. All right, I'm going to use 1/16 foam. I'm going to put this at an angle, I think, like that. This will get glued together. With a tiny little border, that's a 1/8 of an inch difference. So it just gives it a little tiny border. go. This will get glued on here. Right. Let's see. Trying to decide, do I want to put this on foam? The May panel. I think this wants to be on foam. Yeah, that's better. Yep, like that. All right. Glue this down. That in the center. This will be here. I'm going to make this and this even. So that is going to be right about there. And that will put this right about there. All right. And this will be done. That looks good. There you go. Here we have it. Complete. See, with just a little stamp, you can do all that. Do backgrounds and everything else. So until tomorrow, stay crafty.